Good morning, Happy New Year, صباح الخير, تنعاد عليكم بالصحة والعافية. Today I'm going live to discuss with you 19 lessons for 2019. 19 lessons to start 2019 in a very powerful way. Now this video will be in English and I will discuss every point in details. The reason it's in English is to kickstart this year talking, communicating with all my friends, all my followings, all my clients worldwide in Canada, in Lebanon, in America, in Kuwait, in Dubai, everywhere. Now, if you can hear me well, if you can see me well, like the video so I can see that interaction between us, so I can know that you can hear me and see me well. So I'm gonna wait for your likes or maybe love. I can see some hearts going on. Hello Karen, Muhammad, and everyone coming live, Mr. Ghanem, Zainab. So, lesson number one is your massive success comes down to the tiny actions you take daily. Now, let me tell you something. These lessons are lessons that I learned throughout the years. So for the last 10 to 15 years, some of them are personal lessons, others are lessons that I learned or shared or concluded with my coaching clients. Others are just from friends that shared something with me, or I learned it in business or just life. So, number one, your massive success comes down to the tiny actions you take daily. Hello, Nabil. So, when it comes to this, people think that they need to put massive work, and this is really wrong. One thing you can do is to put a little bit of work, but just make it consistent every single day when you wake up or during the day. So take a huge goal you have and do something we call in NLP, we call it chunking. Chunk a huge goal. Let's say you want to save $10,000. So if you if you break this down into a day, that comes probably down to, what is it, $30 per day. So saying that you're going to save $30 per day consistently every single day, saving this from a certain outing you're going to go or a certain shoes you're going to buy, saving that $30 every single day is very tiny, it's very simple, but at the end of 1 year, you've accomplished a successful goal, a massive goal of saving $2,000. Now, I'm giving you this number-wise materialistic goal because it's easier to comprehend when we think about it logically, but you can do this with everything. Let's say you want to become the best at your company, you want to become the best public speaker, the best communicator, the best in emotional intelligence. Whatever goal you want to achieve, chunk it down into the most basic daily habit, and this is lesson number one. Lesson number two, it helped me a lot because of the huge distraction we have on our mobiles, laptops, internet, social media, friends, family, work. There's a huge distraction. Distraction is your biggest enemy because what you need is a full focus on your craft. What you need is to fully focus on what you're doing. And in that moment, as Mihai Csikszentmihalyi said once in his theory of flow, you go in a flow, you go in a sense and a feeling and a state of flow in what you're doing. And when this happens, your creativity boosts, your performance and productivity boost a lot. So one thing I learned is to put my phone on airplane mode when I sleep and when I wake up. Now when I wake up, usually people have, and I used to have this habit of turning on the mobile and then checking out my social media and all the notifications. So instead of nourishing my brain with all the positivity starting this morning when I wake up, especially when the subconscious is simply open to receive all the marvelous things you want to put in it and put it as a seed and program it. In that moment, you go on social media, and I'm dedicating this exact part to my friend Adel Masri. When you go on social media and you check everything, you're getting all the negativity, all what people want to tell you, all the likes, because we feed on these notifications, the red dots we see, the red notifications, they give us instant pleasure that someone liked us or liked a photo that we posted. So we crave that instead of waking up in the morning fully focused, fully energetic, fully creative to work on us, to wake up for us, to meditate or to write down, to journal. A couple of things I do in the morning and had helped me and a lot of clients get more productive and more successful. Now, hello Lina, hello Mazen. Press a like if you can hear me. Lesson number 3 is pain and fear are your friends. Learn how to embrace them so you can learn and grow. One thing I learned in life, which really took my life from the victim to the leader, from a reactive to a proactive, is becoming friends with pain and fear. I realized that fear or pain are friends. Let me give you an example. So imagine a little kid, let's call her Dima because Dima is online. So let's call her Dima, and Dima's mom is cooking, and Dima goes and touches the stove. And the moment this happens, Dima will feel pain and fear of the fire, and she will immediately take off her hand. So that pain and fear are friends because they saved Dima's hand in her life eventually. So if you look at pain and fear and any kind of negative emotion, what you call as a negative emotion, as a friend, you realize that there is a message they're trying to tell you. Every time you feel there's a negative emotion that's manifesting through fear or pain or anger, there's a message it's trying to tell you. So by taking that fear, by taking that anger, by taking that pain and making it your friend will want the best for you. Will want to tell you something that's going to be beneficial for you. This is something I learned. Number 4, remember this every time you're going through dark times, bad times, messy times. Number 4, butterflies were not born gorgeous. They were caterpillars before. Remember the transformation. I mean, it's pretty simple. Remember that the beautiful butterfly that you see, hello Carol, hello Joe Antus. The beautiful butterfly that you see wasn't always beautiful. She had to go through the messiness. She had to go through the labor of transformation from something ugly and something cruelly into something beautiful and that flies freely. And all of that she had to go through was the pain of transformation. So look at transformation the same way caterpillars transform into butterflies. Now lesson number 5 is keep people in your life because of love. This is crucial. Keep people in your life because of love, not because of your guilt of losing them. A lot of times I've realized of myself and my friends and my coaching clients that they keep certain people, certain friends in their life. And the more I dig with my inquiries and my questions with them and my coaching, I realize they don't really love those people. They're keeping those people because they fear guilty. They fear the guilt of losing them, or they fear the loss of losing them, or they fear the loneliness of losing them. So it's a fear of loss. They don't really keep them because they love them. They keep them because they're afraid of losing. They're afraid of losing love. They're afraid of feeling guilty of pushing those people away. And you know what? Look at people around you and only keep those that you truly love, you genuinely love, and invest in these beautiful, positive, meaningful relationships. Hello, Susan. Hello, Soha. Number 6, I love it. I've been practicing it. Self-care is self-love. Pamper yourself more often. Do your hair. Go to do some massage. Massage is very good actually for a lot of health reasons because deep tissue massage get off a lot of these toxins you have in your body because of sitting down, because of working out and all the free radicals you have in your body. It's so soothing and it allows more blood circulation in your whole system, in your body, in your mind, which allows to more beautiful, creative thinking. Number 7 is, well, if someone has a massage service, please hit me up. Number 7 is make it a habit to sit in silence. One of the beautiful lessons, the crucial lessons that took my discipline, that took my thinking, that took my coaching, that took my relationships, that took my listening skills to another level was sitting in silence. Now, I used to sit in silence for 10 hours per day, only on Sundays, without saying any word, 0 words, not even a good morning to my parents or friends or nothing. 10 hours in silence, only listening to music, only learning, only appreciating the value of my words. And you know what? This is one thing I learned from silence is, hello Ihab, when you sit in silence, you actually appreciate the value of your words. You also become better with yourself. You accept your aloneness, because aloneness is not the same as loneliness. You appreciate being with yourself. You appreciate the time you took with yourself. It also improved a lot my listening techniques, my listening skills, because all what I've been doing was only listening to what's happening around me. Listening to people, listening to conversations. And when you only focus on your listening instead of talking, you activate the listening on a deeper, more mindful level, and you start listening and hearing things you've never heard before. You connect to people in a deeper way. And that helped me a lot in my coaching as well, because there's a lot of listening, a lot of understanding, a lot of less judgment. Number 8 is invest in your personal development, hire a life coach, and attend workshops. Now, I don't want to talk about hiring a life coach because I don't want to be salesy here. However, I want to tell you one thing. One thing that took me from average to amazing. One thing that took me from poor to better financials. One thing that took me from low self-confidence, low self-esteem to boosting with self-confidence and self-esteem is one thing. Investing in myself, investing in me. Because how else would I change everything? How else would I change people and inspire them and change my life if first I don't change me? And I learned this from Jim Rohn in Montreal before he died, very shortly before he died. He said, and it didn't make really sense to me then, 10 years ago, but he said something like, when you change what's inside your head, what's outside your head changes. And the way I changed what's inside my head was reading a lot of massive books. These are only the books that I read in Lebanon, besides the ones that I got read in Montreal. So going to workshops, going to seminars. You can do it for free on Udemy. You can go on Coursera. It's kind of average. It's not expensive. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities to attend all these personal development workshops and seminars and online and webinars and all of this. And honestly, it gave me another perspective. And every time I thought I know something, I realized I didn't know something. And there's a lot of other things I could learn. And this has been a game changer for me. Myself, I had a life coach in Toronto, and he had helped me a lot change my perspective, change the way I think, because thoughts become things. And when I changed the way I thought, I changed the things around me. And let me give you this little thing, 3 words: be, do, have. When I became a better person, and I started doing things differently, I had different things in life. Be, do, have. This is a game changer. 3 words: be, do, have. Write it down, stick it on your wall, and memorize it. Hello, Muhammad Lawand. I'm looking forward to see you soon in our Blueprint workshop happening this Saturday. Now, lesson number 9 has been really as well a game changer for me. A lot of these lessons are, that's why I shared them with you to start this 2019 very powerfully. Give, contribute, serve. Give, contribute, serve. Another lesson is the secret of living is giving. The secret of living is giving. There's a secret for living. And you can't just live a happy, fulfilled life. You can't be successful if you don't contribute. It's a human need to actually contribute, to give back. And one thing I've been doing is to give back to society, to give back to organizations, to NGOs with no return, not even in media coverage, not even monetary coverage, not at all. Just by giving, just by servicing, just by serving, and this is the top leadership, is when you serve the most. So you can do it by, a lot of religions do it by a 1% or 3% thing, which is the amount of money they give to the poor or the needy. So you can give it in any way. You can give books as gifts. You can teach someone. In Succeed and Lead, we're working on something to give back to society, something big. And Elsa Mawad is helping us. Now, lesson number 10, if you're at home, do it now. If you're at work but you can't, just hold the phone to do number 10. Number 10 is spend more time with your parents, kiss them a lot and hug them longer than usual. Now, also I learned to do this, to kiss my parents every way possible, every time I see them, to kiss them and hug them for longer than usual. And honestly, it gives you a lot of certainty in life, a lot of security, and a lot of conditional love that goes through your system. And it's all of these positive feelings, you know? And do it because of love, not because of the guilt that you're going to lose them soon, although this could be happening. Number 11, join the Meraki Circle. Just a few weeks ago, we celebrated 1 year of the Meraki Circle. A message that I sent a year ago as a broadcast, and now it has 1,000 people on it. And every first Thursday of the month, we do this gathering where 20 to 30 people come in. We have dinner at Succeed and Lead. We connect. We share stories. We become friends. We make new friends. And on a business level, you can network and give out your business cards. It depends on the intention you have. If you want to find friends and family, you're going to find it in the Meraki Circle. If you're looking for positivity, motivation, and all of this, I'm being notified that's a low network connection. So if my camera gets distracted. So join the Meraki Circle. The way to join it is send your name /Meraki to +961 7176 1717. Number 12. And this is very important. You must take action about it on your social media, especially that we are on social media now. People will talk behind your back anyway. People will talk behind your back. So do what you love and live your life the way you want it. I mean, people will talk about you anyway. Whatever you do, whether it's good or bad, whether it's successful or failing, whatever it is, people will talk about you. Now, 80% or 70% or 90% of those people will say, wow, this guy is amazing, this girl is amazing, she's doing great, she's successful, she's giving back. But there's another 10 or 20 or 50%, one person that will say, oh, screw this, oh, this is marketing, or this is bad, or this guy has an intention, this girl has a reason to do it, whatever. People will talk bad in your back anyway. So just do what you want. Just imagine there were no people, no judgment, and do it anyway. Number 13, what you believe and what you've been doing got you where you are today. If you want to be somewhere else in life, you gotta change your beliefs and actions. Hello, Mona. Saleh, I'm assuming you're watching us from Canada. So, one thing I learned from one of the leading, or probably the leading leadership coach in the world, Mr. Marshall Goldsmith, he said, what got you here won't get you there. So, all the belief systems, all the goals that you've set, all the action that you've been taking, all the beliefs that you have inside you, all the value system that you have inside you has got you to where you are in life. So, if you're not satisfied where you are in life, or if you want to change it, or if you want to be somewhere else in life, first thing you have to do is to change that belief system that you have. Probably you have some self-limiting beliefs, or probably you're taking action on wrong things, or probably you set lower goals than you should, or maybe you have lower standards than you should. And by the way, the moment you set for yourself higher standards on any level, whether it's friends, whether it's love, whether it's money, the moment you raise your standard, you raise the quality of your life. Number 14, lesson number 14, we'll only have 5 more to go. Stop wasting time, energy, and emotions on people who tell you they don't have time for you. You are just not their priority. Love yourself enough to move on in a way. There are plenty of people who value you. Now, hello Hisham, you're probably watching us from Albak. I hear a lot of people saying, well, I don't have time to see you, or maybe my friends and clients, someone else is telling them, hey, I don't have time to see you, a girlfriend telling her boyfriend, boyfriend telling her girlfriend, etc. And one thing I learned really, time is never the problem. Time is never the problem in anything. Whether to go to the gym, whether to actually study something, whether to see someone, whether to become a better version of yourself, time is never the problem. The value you put on things in your priority system and in your value system defines how you're going to spend time on the things and the people. So if someone isn't making time for you, if someone isn't calling and texting you more often than you want, it's not they don't have time. I mean, sometimes we do get busy in life and in a certain project, and this is a certain time interval, but it wouldn't last for long. So if it's a pattern, if it's a repetitive pattern, a repetitive behavior that someone tells you, hey, listen, I don't have time for you. They're not calling, they're not texting, they're not replying back to your messages, to your calls. It's fine. You are not their priority. That's it. It's very simple. In their priority system, in their value system, they have better and more and different priorities than you. And that's totally okay. You don't have to be loved by everyone. You don't have to be everyone's priority. You don't have to be the time for everyone to take it for you. That's totally fine. Love yourself enough. Love yourself enough. Be okay with yourself. Be great with yourself enough to say, you know what? If they're not going to make time for me, that's totally fine. I love myself. I have so many friends. I can do whatever the hell I want. And that's totally fine. The reason we get bothered or annoyed or hurt or frustrated at people when they don't make time for us is 2 reasons. One, it's probably our expectations. How we expect them to behave with us. We expect them to love us back. And every time they do not meet our expectations of how they should love us, of the version they should love us in, we feel pain, we feel hurt. So replace your expectations by appreciating the things they do with what they do, and that's enough. People will love you the way they want it, is their version of it. And you don't have to be their priority in life. And the number 2, we get pain of how people treat us is because of our low self-image, low self-esteem, low self-confidence. So when we love ourselves enough, we take care of ourselves, we improve and boost our self-image, the way we look at ourselves, we stop being needy of love, of attention from other people, and we just receive it from ourselves. Another reminder, this is going to be in English because I have a global following from Canada, Dubai, America, Italy, Lebanon, so excuse me for not speaking in Arabic, Hisham. Number 15 is, wow, this is huge. This is huge. Almost every coaching client I worked with, almost every person that had negativity in their life had this. Number 15, regret, envy, jealousy, hate, anger. They are heavy emotional garbage. Now there's a reason I'm saying it's a garbage. Let that shit go. A lot of times in life we get hurt, maybe because it's a past relationship, maybe someone broke our heart, maybe we lost someone we love, maybe someone took something from us, a job or money, or stole us, or stole our hearts or our love. And we feel regret for what happened, or we envy them, or we are jealous of the people they are surrounded with, or we hate them because of all what they did to us, or we're so angry at them. Now, it's okay to feel what you feel at that moment. It's okay to connect with yourself and feel the anger or feel the hate or the jealousy or the envy, because you're a human being and you have emotions, and you can't manage something that you're not aware of. So it's fine to become aware and mindful of the emotions you're going through, and that's all right. Don't get mad at yourself because you're mad. Don't get mad at yourself because you're envious. Don't get mad at yourself because of regret. Accept the emotion. However, what happens usually with people is they keep that negative emotion, they keep that regret, they keep that envy, they keep that heartbreak, they keep that anger inside of them, and they keep holding to them, and they never let it go, and they never manage that emotions. And this is one thing I teach in my emotional intelligence workshops. They don't let it go, they keep holding it. But now, anything you can hold it inside for a long time, it becomes like anything you hold anywhere for a long time, and you keep it closed, it's gonna go bad, it's gonna ruin, it's gonna become garbage, it's gonna stink. So imagine living your life having a big garbage that stinks of all the negativity, and you keep holding it, and you're walking through life, meeting people, going to jobs, and then you wonder, why isn't everyone around you? Why doesn't everyone love you? Why you're losing everyone? Why you're losing your job? Because you stink, because of all this garbage you're holding onto. Now let that shit go and feel good and great and simple and loving. And honestly, the moment you do that, and I do it in a lot of techniques with people, a lot of coaching, a lot of hypnotic stages in NLP, in a moment you see them feeling grateful and feeling their shoulders relaxed in a split second. Let that shit go. Now, number 16 is your choices shape your circumstances. Okay? Now, a lot of victims, a lot of people with a mindset where they lost hope when they became when they learned helplessness, as per a great psychology experiment that you should read about by Dr. Sleeman. A lot of people lost hope in life. They learned how to lose hope because they lost hope so many times in life. They became conditioned. They don't even try. Read about the experiment. But the leaders in life, the proactive ones, the successful ones, the ones that want to change their lives, understand something. The choices you take, once you take them, will change your circumstances. Maybe when you're young, maybe when you're growing up, maybe when you're defeated, your circumstances put you in certain choices that you have to take in life. The more you self-develop yourself, the more you realize you are a leader, the more you realize that there's a potential inside you, you quit that idea, and then every choice you take reconditions, reshapes your conditions in a very different way. My life, on every single level, on a money level, on a love level, on a personal development level, on a mindfulness level, on success level, on networking and friends and everything level, that changed. All my circumstances changed in the same country me and you are living in when I changed the choices I took in that moment. Number 17 is you attract in life who you are. Now, there's a lot about the law of attraction, and I see it in a different way. I do believe in the law of attraction. You might see the secret book behind me, behind the cup. Excuse me. But I believe that it works differently So it's one thing that I always talk about, the RAS, reticular activating system. I will talk about it as well in the blueprint. I also talk about it in Learn and Grow Rich. Now, let's forget about the techniques and how it works for a second, but let me tell you something. You don't only get in life what you want. I mean, all the visualization, all the positive affirmations, all the setting goals is great and everything, but that doesn't only work alone. It can't work alone. You need something different. Now, what you need is the person who you become, is the kind of person you are, is the person who you're becoming. And that's why the 3 words I told you to write down were be, have, be, do, have. You have to be first before you have anything. Okay? You have to be first before you have anything. So, you attract in life who you are. Now, if you are attracting assholes, there is a reason. That doesn't mean you are an asshole, but that means that something in you needs that asshole because it fulfills a certain psychological need. Now, let's avoid that talk for a second. And by the way, if someone has any questions so far, please comment down. If I want to attract successful people, if I want to attract healthy people, if I want to attract people that are enlightened, people that have seen the truth, people that are mindful, I gotta start becoming mindful. I have to start becoming successful. I have to walk the walk. Once I do this, they will see me. I will attract them. My motion in the universe, my motion in the society, everything that I've been putting in, I will receive. It's a law. And I learned in physics, you probably did. It's a law of conservation of energy. Energy in is energy out, same thing. So, you have to put that in the universe, in the world, in the society, with the people. You have to start changing the be, the who you are, in order to attract what you want. Before I go into number 18s and 19, hello Raoul, hello Ili Haddad. Any questions, guys? There's 16 people online. I'm very happy with this. Write down any comments, any questions you have for me. If you can still hear me, show me some likes, show me some love, sprinkle that out. Number 18, it's been a game changer for me to increase productivity, to increase performance, to increase my creativity. The reason you can see me doing workshops, doing seminars, posting on all my social media, doing the video at the same time I'm active, done my gym, done my readings. It comes down to the secret number 18. Lesson number 18. Sleep early, wake up early, and invest the first hour in silence and full focus, working on yourself. Don't wake up to go to work, wake up to work on yourself. It's a habit for me to wake up at 5 o'clock. Now, sometimes, you're gonna sleep for some reason. You have an event and then you wake up at 6. That's fine. But 80 to 90% of the time, you have the discipline of waking up early in the morning at 5 a.m. The reason is, remember, your mobile is on airplane mode. There's no distractions. Everyone is sleeping, and then you wake up. I have my daily rituals. I'll tell you just a few of them. I meditate. I connect to myself, I journal, I write down what I learned from the day before, I set my agenda for the day, I read, I learn, and I go to the gym. I invest those 2 to 3 hours in the morning for me. Because if I wake up and just go to work, if I wake up and just come and open my center, I'm just working for others, I'm just working for money, I'm working for the business. And I'm never working for me. So if you want to work for you, when would you work for you? It's in the morning. It's when there's no distraction. There is no obligations. No people around you. Nothing. Wake up. Your subconscious is fully aware. It's fully open to reprogram it. Your conscious is fully aware. Your energy is high. No distractions. Put some binaural music on. We can talk about it later if you want to ask me in the comments. And then work on your thing. Work on yourself. learn something. If you want to become better in public speaking, put it as a goal to practice 30 minutes in the morning, or read something about public speaking in the morning. If you want to become better in managing your emotions, read more about emotional intelligence first thing in the morning. Read a book or write down your emotions from the day before. So allocate this 15 to 30 minutes in the morning to study something, to develop a certain skill that will improve you as a human or will improve you in your work or business. Read. I've been reading hundreds and hundreds of books ever since I was 12. If I would give someone a gift, it's always a book, because I love books, because I know the transformation it can give you. Knowledge is not power, it's potential power. While taking action will make it great and powerful. So wake up early in the morning, work on you, develop you, read, learn, study, go to the gym. The first 20 to 30 minutes of an intense workout first thing in the morning has been a game changer for me. I never start my day ever without the shortest amount of jogging or gym possible. All the positive emotions, all the energy, all the BNDF, all the serotonin, all of these positive hormones, they happen when you work out early in the morning, you kick it off, and you have all this energy. And this is one of my secrets for productivity, for working 12 to 15 hours and meeting all these people and posting all this social media, is having this naturally. It's in my body, it's in my brain without even having to put a lot of effort. Number 19 is simple. Make love, have fun, try new foods. I'm big on foods, so hit me up whenever you're gonna try a new food, a new restaurant. Have fun in life. You know this by now, but it's on my goals now that I already did through my blueprint. To have fun more often, to see people more often, to go out more often, to do more of the things that nourish my heart and my soul. And make love, whether it's a hug, it's a kiss, it's physical, it's mental, in any way possible, because this is what nourishes our hearts and our souls. So these were 19 lessons, and thank you for staying with me online. Thank you for all your comments and likes and love. It's not gonna be the last one. I'm very looking forward for the 16 people or 15 people that will attend the Blueprint workshop this Saturday. It's happening. It's a full day immersion experience to actually plan their life, set their goals on all different levels, and to become a better versions of themselves. Tag someone that must see and watch this video. Share it on your social media so other people can get enlightened and learn all of this that we're sharing, and because you love them and because you find value in them, share it with your friends and your family. I wish you a great and a happy 2019. Thank you, Raoul. Thank you, Isam. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, everyone. And I'm looking forward to see you soon. With love, Imad Abu Khalil.